Mic test 1 2 3. Mic test 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Mic test.
Another Sunday of basketball is upon us as we continue with the action here at the Season 5 of the Stallion teams powered by 10 Feet Vitamins. Our 4-game schedule this afternoon is headlined by this exciting matchup between Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products and Torch. The rising stars of basketball take center stage once again here at the 5th season of the Stallion teams. Streaming from YouTube, live from the AYSN Sports Center, the home of the Stallion Cup, here in N Domingo in San Juan. This is the 4th week of the Stallion Teens 17 and under tournament. 4 matches are slated this afternoon with Auto-Gard, a team that finally notched a win last Sunday, aiming for win number 2 in our tournament, is up against a Torch squad currently holding an even 1-1 record. In our second ball game, scheduled at 1:30 p.m., it will be Tapamama facing the undefeated Gold Cross. Both teams are just finishing with their warm-up sessions. This will be followed by the traditional Stallion Cup team photos, and when we come back, it's the opening tip-off between Auto-Gard and Torch. You're watching Season 5 of the Stallion Teens, powered by 10 Feet Vitamins. Good afternoon, basketball fans. Live from the AYSN Sports Center here in Domingo in San Juan. We continue the action here in the 17 and under division of the 5th Stallion teams presented by 10 Feet Vitamins. We have Auto-Gard going up against Torch. This is Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. Torch with the first possession. They are in gray. Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products in maroon. Yuan Ramirez, hounded by Rafa Del Mundo and Lim. Aaron Howe, corner 3. That is a miss. Rebound secured by Joshua Chua. Hands it over to Earl Solis, guarded by Del Mundo. To Joshua Chua, near the elbow. Fadeaway J, that is offline. Rebound by Yuan Ramirez. The gray shirts are on the run. Ramirez trying to go middle. Pump fake. No call there. Ramirez. Leaner is no good. Rebound secured by Earl Solis. With a bounce here to Miguel Lim. Slowing down the pace in our opening ball game in the 4-game schedule this afternoon as Jaden So fires a 3. He will miss. Rebound by Aaron Howe. Bounce pass to Rafa Del Mundo. Guarded by Lim. Del Mundo near the baseline. Pulls it back out. Post pass to Ramirez at the elbow. To Lim. Guarded by So. Lim from the middle. One-hander is good. First 2 points of the ball game scored here by Josh Lim. Joining Josh Lim in the Torch starting unit are Rafa Del Mundo, Yuan Ramirez, Savian Go, and Aaron Howe. Meanwhile, for Auto-Gard, in their first 5 are Jaden So, Miguel Lim, Earl Solis, Joshua Chua, and Alfonso C. Right on cue, Joshua Chua scoring the first 2 points of the ball game for Auto-Gard. Here comes Ramirez, guarded by Lim. To Josh Lim from the middle. Howe for 3, jackpot! First 3-pointer of the ball game for Aaron Howe. 5-2 lead for Torch. Miguel Lim setting up the offense for the maroon shirts. Lim from the middle. The floater is also good. 5-4 count in favor of Auto-Gard. Here comes Yuan Ramirez with a crossover against Lim. Josh Lim is guarded by So. At the corner, Howe, another 3. This time he misses. Rebound by Del Mundo. Hands it over. Savian Go against 2 defenders. Go will miss. He gets the offensive board to Yuan Ramirez. 3 defenders in front of him. Doesn't matter. Yuan will score. 7-4 lead in favor of Torch. Miguel Lim against Josh Lim. Joshua Chua pointing it to So. Chua, jumper, offline. Ball tapped out of bounds by Rafa Del Mundo. The ball will stay with Auto-Gard. Their shot clock is reset to 14. Baseline inbound play for Auto-Gard. Earl Solis to Miguel Lim. Jaden So for 3. That is no good. Miguel Lim with offensive rebound. Shot clock reset for the maroon shirts. Joshua Chua. Pull-up jumper bottom. 4 points now in the ball game for Joshua Chua. Torches lead down to 1. Ramirez, guarded by Lim. Ramirez, hesitation dribble, extra step. One-hander is no good. Rebound picked up here by Miguel Lim. Forward pitch, Earl Solis lays it in. No dribble, he'll score. First basket of the ball game for Earl Solis. 8-7 lead for Auto-Gard. Joshua Lim, to the basket, he'll score. Sneaky move there by Josh Lim. Lead back at the hands of Torch. 6:27 remaining in the first. Jaden So to Miguel Lim. Fires a 3. In and out. Rebound by Earl Solis. Shot clock reset here for the maroon shirts. Scoop shot is good. Change of leads here in the first. 10-9 count in favor of Auto-Gard. Ramirez with a pass to Del Mundo. Through traffic. Del Mundo. Kick out. Lim with a fake. Lim, he will be fouled. Foul is whistled here against Joshua Chua. Referees for this ball game. Crew chief is Charlie Amparado. Umpire 1 is John Mira. Pass is deflected. Stolen away by Miguel Lim. Auto-Gard on the attack. Lim with a pass fake. Shot is no good. Joshua Chua is there for the putback. 12-9 advantage for Auto-Gard. Here comes Ramirez against Lim. He will be called for a foul. Second team foul against Auto-Gard. Currently with a 1-2 win-loss record. Savian go. Attacks. Lefty layup is no good, but he will be fouled on that drive. The foul will be called against number 15. That is Alfonso C. 2 foul shots will be awarded here to Savian go. The first free throw for Savian is good. Averaging 8.5 points, 7 rebounds, 2.5 assists per ball game. Here in our tournament, Savian go splitting this free throw trip. A 2-point advantage for Auto-Gard. Lim off a handoff from Joshua to Jaden So. Post pass, Earl Solis guarded by Del Mundo. Asking for a clear out. Miguel Lim for 3. In and out. Fight for the loose ball. A pick up here by Earl Solis against 2 gray shirts. Ball stolen away by Rafa Del Mundo. Here comes Torch on the run. Del Mundo on the attack. Drop pass. Lim will score! That assist play is brought to you by Uni LED Light is Life. With 4:53 remaining in the first, we have a mandatory substitution. We would like to thank our league sponsors, 10 Feet Vitamins Taller Every Day, Exped Charcoal Socks, Experience Quality, Uni LED Light is Life, Celsius Energy Drink, Live Fit, and Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products. Chua at the floor for the first time here for Auto-Gard with a bounce pass to Tan, to Earl Solis, guarded by Del Mundo. Chua for 3, no good. Rebound by Rafa Del Mundo. Torch now on the break. Del Mundo against Chua. Kick out pass. Oh, stolen away by Alfonso C. Here comes the maroon shirts. Tan blocked by Ramirez. The shot block is brought to you by Exped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. The ball will stay here with Auto-Gard. Solis. Chua open for a 3. No good. Rebound by Rafa Del Mundo. We are still tied at 12. Del Mundo looking down the floor. Oh! Errant pass. That is a Torch turnover. Ball going back here to Auto-Gard. Here comes Chua. Setting up the offense for the maroon shirts. To C. Post pass. To Solis. To Chua. Guarded by Gubat. Chua. Pull-up jumper. That is no good. Rebound by Rafa Del Mundo. Hands it over to Juan Ramirez. Down the shaded lane. Ramirez will be fouled. The foul will be called against number 25. That is Cedric Tan. At the line, shooting 2 free throws, is Juan Ramirez. Good on the first. Monster averages here for Juan Ramirez. A double-double, 34 points, 19 rebounds per ball game, together with 2 assists. He knocks down the second free throw, giving Torch a 2-point lead. Chua spots up for a jumper. That is short. Rebound picked up here by Carlos Gubat to Rafa Del Mundo. Ball now with Ramirez to see from the baseline. The floater is good. Gavin C with his first 2 points of the ball game, giving Torch a 16-12 lead. Chua passes it to Solis. Guarded by Del Mundo. Screen by Chua. Solis. Jumper. No good. Rebound by Juan Ramirez. Looking down the floor. Ramirez to C against Solis. C will spin it out to Ramirez. To C. Jumper. That is offline. Rebounds picked up here by Alfonso C. 2:40 remaining here in the first. Solis. Corner pass to Chua. Fires a 3. Bang, bang! First 3-pointer of the ballgame for Chua. Cutting down Torches lead to 1. Here comes Ramirez. Guarded by Solis. To Gubat. Dumps a pass. Del Mundo. Ball stolen away by Joshua Chua. Forward pitch. Chua lays it in. He botches that one. Rebound by Juan Ramirez. 3-on-3 break here for the gray shirts. Ramirez to the rim. Scoop shot. No good. Rebound by C. To Tan. To Chua. Wide open. Joshua Chua will score. Lead back at the hands here of Auto-Gard with 2:03 remaining in the first. We have a timeout brought to you by Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products. We will be back. Live action with 2:02 remaining here in the first. Torch with the possession. They are down by 1. Juan Ramirez. Guarded by Tand. Entry pass here to Del Mundo near the free throw line with a sidestep. Kick out pass. C. Drives from the baseline. One-hander. Overcooks that one. Gubat is open for a 3. That is an air ball though. Rebound by C. He gives it up to Chua. Auto-Gard now on the run. Chua. Pull up 3. That is short. Ball now is with Centeno. Guarded by Chua. Centeno to Del Mundo. Pass is too strong. Stolen away here by Alfonso C. To Joshua Chua. Ball nearly stolen. Chua at the corner. Guarded by Centeno. Drives baseline. Floater is too strong. Rebound by Gavin C. Torch now on the attack. C will spin to Centeno. From the elbow. Jumper. Bottom. First 2 points of the ballgame for Kenzo Centeno, giving Torch a 1-point lead. A minute remaining here in the first. Here comes Solis. Guarded by Gubat. To Chua. To Joshua Chua. Corner pass. Chua against Ramirez. Earl Solis spots up for a 3. That is short. Ball is tapped out of bounds by Juan Ramirez. The ball will stay with Auto-Gard with 4 seconds on the shot clock. 43.5 seconds remaining in the first. Coach Aaron Umlas calls for a timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products. We will be back. Baseline inbound play here for Auto-Gard. Off a timeout. Chua. Joshua Chua. Solis. 4-3. That is no good. Rebound by C. Fresh 14 for the maroon shirts. Alfonso C. Lays it in. He'll score. 19-18 lead here for Auto-Gard. Ramirez rushing down the floor. Ramirez will spin. He hangs in the air. He will be fouled. The foul will be called against number 15. That is Alfonso C. I think that is foul number 2 against Alfonso. Back at the stripe here, taking 2 free throws is Juan Ramirez. He knocks down the first. 5 points for rebounds early in this ball game for Juan Ramirez. He missed though on the second. We are tied at 19. The shot clock is off. Coach Aaron Umlas asking for the last shot here for Auto-Gard. Joshua Chua against Gubat. C. 4-3. That is no good. Rebound by Juan Ramirez. Stepping on the gas, Ramirez. Oh, block on top by Joshua Chua. The shot block is brought to you by Exped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality 2.8 seconds remaining here in our opening period. Baseline inbound for the gray shirts. Ramirez, fadeaway J. That is an air ball. And at the end of the first, score is tied at 19. This quarter break is brought to you by Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products. The second quarter of this ball game when we return. We enter the second quarter of this matchup between Torch and Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products. 17 and under division of the 5th Stallion Teens. Presented by 10 Feet Vitamins. One-hander by Miguel Lim is no good. Rebound by Kenzo Centeno. Hands it over to Savian Go. Setting up the offense for the gray shirts. Go to Lim. Guarded by Chua. How for 3. That is no good. Rebound by Jaden So. Crossing the midcourt line. So, driving middle. So, kick out pass to Kurt Chua. To Lim. For 3. That is a miss. Rebound by Kenzo Centeno. Torch now on the run. They don't have the numbers. Centeno slows things down to How. Hands it over to Josh Lim. Pulls up for a 3. That is no good. Rebound by Carlos Gubat. Fresh 14 for the gray shirts. Lim. Sidestep. Drop pass. Centeno will miss. Rebound by Miguel Lim. 9 minutes here in the second. Lim with the leather. To So. Kerchua open for a 3. That is no good. Rebound by Savian Go. Both teams still scoreless here in the second. Savian Go lays it in. He will be fouled. The foul will be called against number 6. That is Miguel Lim. As Savian Go heads to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. 2 foul shots here for Savian Go. The first one is good. Finally breaking the ice here in the second period. A 1-point lead here for Torch as Savian reloads for the second. Also good on that one. 21-19 advantage for Torch. Jaden So playing point for Auto-Gard to Kurt Chua. Guarded by How. Chua to So for 3. No good. Rebound by Savian Go. Crossing the midcourt line. Go. Guarded by Chua. The floater by Go. Fishing. Another foul here. This time, caught is Kurt Chua. A return trip to the free throw line for Savian Go. The first attempt for Savian is good. 22-19 advantage for Torch. Reloading here for the second. Savian Go short on that one. Rebound by Jaden So. Whoa! Ball stolen away by Savian Go against Lim. Goal score! Reverse 3-point play for Torch. They are now ahead by 5. Kurt Chua guarded by How to Miguel Lim. Jaden So, another three. Again, he will miss. Rebound by Centeno. To Josh Lim. Slowing things down for Torch. Calling out the play. Lim against Stan. Lim. Sidestep. The layup is no good. Rebound by Joshua Chua. Up ahead. Kurt Chua leaking out all alone. He will score. 5 points now in the ball game for Kurt Chua. Torch ahead, 24-21. Here comes Josh Lim against Centeno. Pump fake. Shot is short. Rebound by Lim. To Gubat. Oh, pass telegraph there by Josh Chua. Lays it in. Bye-bye. Torches lead down to 1 as Joshua Chua now in double figures with 10. Save and go will be called for a dribbling violation. 7-minute mark of the second. The ball going back here to Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products as a warning will be called against Torch's head coach Carl C. for the setment to a call. Here comes Jaden So to Kurt Chua. Someone is open at the corner. Miguel Lim fires a three. That is no good. Rebound by Gubat. Now to Josh Lim. Torch do not have the numbers. To Howe against Lim. With a bounce pass to Josh Lim with a reverse block. Once again by Joshua Chua. The shot block is brought to you by Expert Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. 14 on the Torch shot clock. Centeno. Jumper. In and out. Rebound by Josh Lim. Oh, ball tap from behind. That is a Torch turnover. 6:20 remaining here in the second. 1 point lead for Torch. Inbound from the end line here for the maroon shirts. Jaden So. To Kurt Chua. Crossing the midcourt line. Joshua Chua fires a three. That is a missed rebound by Savin Go. And a loose ball foul will be called against Jaden So. Ball going back here to the gray shirts. 6-minute mark of the second. Here comes Savin Go. Finds Lim. Post pass. Centeno against Joshua Chua. Centeno from the elbow. The jumper. It's pure. 4 points out in the ballgame for Kenzo Centeno. A 26-23 advantage for Torch. Jaden So to Lim. Guarded by Howe. Lim with a crossover. Against Lim. The jumper by Chua goes in and out. Rebound by Savin Go. To Josh Lim. Kurt Chua behind him. Lim. Hesitation dribble. Guarded by So. Lim still with the leather. Now at the baseline. Lim. The sidestep won't work. He gets his own board. Lays it in. Lim will score. 8 points now in the contest for Josh Lim extending. Torches lead to 5. Kurt Chua with a bounce pass to Joshua Chua against Centeno. Pass is too strong for a cutting Cedric Tan. 5:03 remaining in the second. We have a mandatory substitution. We would like to thank our league sponsors, 10 Feet Vitamins, taller every day, Expert Charcoal Socks, Experience Quality, Uni LED, Light is Life, Celsius Energy Drink, Live Fit, and Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products. Inbound from the end line here for Torch. They are ahead by 5. Yuan Ramirez back at the saddle here for Torch. Crossing the midcourt line to Lim against Chua. One-hander by Lim is gone. Josh Lim also in double figures. He now has 10. 7-point lead for Torch. Miguel Lim with the leather. Guarded by Del Mundo to Solis against C. Solis getting a screen from Alfonso C rather. Ball stepped out of bounds. The ball will stay with Auto-Gard. Kurt Chua. Baseline inbound. Miguel Lim fires a three. Jackpot! Finally, a three-pointer falls for Miguel Lim. He has now 5. A 30-26 advantage for Torch. Ramirez to Lim. Guarded by Solis. Lim for 3. Jackpot! Answering back with a 3-pointer of his own is Josh Lim, restoring a 7-point advantage for Torch. Here comes Miguel Lim against C. Kick out pass to Earl Solis against Josh Lim. Solis with the ball, getting a screen from C. Kick out pass. Tan for 3. That is an air ball. Rebound picked up here by Josh Lim. Big chase from behind by Miguel Lim. Josh Lim will be fouled. The foul will be called against Cedric Tan. Josh Lim at the stripe. Shooting a pair. The first one for Josh is good. Josh now with 14 in the ball game. The second free throw is also good. 35-26 lead for Torch. Here comes Miguel Lim. Auto-Gard trying to answer back. Lim with a post pass. Alfonso C. Kerchua for 3. That is no good. Rebound picked up here by Yuan Ramirez. Stepping on the gas, Ramirez lays it in. He will score. 7 points are in the contest for Yuan Ramirez. Auto-Gard still ahead, 37. Torch rather is ahead, 37-26. That floater trickles in for Miguel Lim. 3 minutes remaining here in the second. A 37-28 count in favor of Torch. Josh Lim through traffic. The shot is no good. Rebound by C. Here comes Earl Solis. Hounded by Savian Go. Solis drops a pass to Kerchua against Go. One-hander by Kerchua falls in. Back-to-back baskets for Auto-Gard. That will cut Torch's lead to 7. 2:30 remaining here in the second. Ramirez to Lim. Thinking 3. Decides to go closer. Sidestep. Lim with the lay-in. Josh Lim in takeover mode here in the second. They are ahead by 9. A timeout is requested by Coach Aaron Umlas. This timeout is brought to you by Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products. We will be back. Miguel Lim, inbound pass. Auto-Gard is down by 9. Lim with a pass to Tan. Solis for 3. No good. Rebound picked up here by Rafa Del Mundo with a pass. Ramirez against Lim. Ripped through. Ramirez will be fouled. The foul will be called against Miguel Lim. That is foul number 3. Against Miguel as Yuan Ramirez troops to the free throw line for a pair. The first free throw for Yuan is good. Cutting down Auto-Gard's lead. Extending rather Torch's lead to 10. The second free throw for Ramirez is also good. 2 for 2 on the trip for Yuan Ramirez. 41-30 lead for Torch. Under 2 minutes here in the first half. Miguel Lim, guarded by C, to Earl Solis against Del Mundo. Jab stepping, Solis for 3. Jackpot! 41-33 lead for Torch. Ramirez with a spin. He loses control of the leather. Tan to Solis against Go. Solis with the basket. 6 points now in the ball game for Earl Solis. C with a jumper. That is offline. Fight for the loose ball. One here by Josh Lim against Miguel Lim. The sidestep, he will be blocked by Alfonso C. The shot block is brought to you by Expert Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. Savian Go. Rafa Del Mundo takes a 3. That is too strong. Rebound by Earl Solis. 1 and 10 remaining here in the second. Solis, guarded by C. Solis, Kerchua, open three. That is short. But a rebound here by Tan. The putback though is no good. Rebound by Rafa Del Mundo. Torch on the run. Del Mundo. Drop pass to Lim. Ramirez near the shaded lane. To C. Hesitation dribble. Floater off the glass. He will miss. Rebound picked up here by Alfonso C. 40 seconds remaining here in the second. Miguel Lim, guarded by Josh Lim. To Solis, getting a screen from Alfonso C. Solis to the crossover. Solis, he will spin against two defenders. Miguel Lim for three. No good. Rebound by Rafa Del Mundo. Shot clock, game clock is equal. Last shot time here for Torch. They are up 41-35. Ramirez against Chua. Screen by Savian Go. To Lim against Solis. Game clock down to 7. Lim for 3. Too strong. Rebound by Alfonso C. 3 seconds remaining. C. Solis blocked at the buzzer by Juan Ramirez. The shot block is brought to you by Expert Charcoal Socks. Experience quality, and at the half, Torch is ahead 41-35 against Auto-Gard. The second half of action when we come back. This is the second half of action between Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products and Torch, the 17 and under tournament of the 5th Stallion teams presented by 10 Feet Vitamins. Coming to you live from the AYSN Sports Center here in En Domingo in San Juan. This is Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. We start the second half with Torch ahead by 6. Earl Solis now with the ball, guarded by Aaron Howe. Solis with a crossover. Solis, one-hander. That is no good. Rebound secured by Juan Ramirez. Torch now on the attack to Aaron Howe against Solis. He has to pass. Finds Savian Go. Guarded by Miguel Lim. Go. Looking to attack. Losing control of the leather. Nearly a turnover there against Torch. 7 on the shot clock. Go. Finds Ramirez near the free throw line. Ramirez. Floater. That is no good. Rebound by Go. But the shot clock will run out here for Torch. Ball possession going to Auto-Gard. 9:05 mark here of the third. Here comes Solis, guarded by Howe. Getting 2 screens. Solis. Screen offered here by Joshua. Solis Finds Chua. Corner 3. That is too strong. Rebound by Alfonso C. Fresh 14 for the maroon shirts. Joshua Chua. Scoop shot is no good. Alfonso C was there, but the putback was blocked by Savian Go. The shot block is brought to you by Exped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. Earl Solis finds C near the baseline. Ball stepped out of bounds by Savian Go. The ball will stay with Auto-Gard. 11 on that Auto-Gard shot clock. Solis finds C. Joshua Chua for 3. In and out. Rebound by Yuan Ramirez. He will be fouled. The foul will be called against number 7. That is Earl Solis. Ball going back here to the boys in gray. Save and go. Finds Lim. Aaron Howe. Corner 3. No good. Rebound by Centeno. Fadeaway jumper. That is offline. Joshua Lim is there for the putback. He will miss though. A takeaway here by the maroon shirt. Joshua Chua. Ball is stopped out of bounds by Savian Go. Active hands by Savian. Foiling an imminent Auto-Gard attack. The ball stays here with the maroon shirts. Miguel Lim setting up the table for the maroon shirts. Lim to Earl Solis. Fires a 3. Too strong. Solis with offensive board. Goes up for a floater. That one goes in and out. Ball possession going the way of Torch. Still ahead by 6. We are still scoreless here in the third. 7:30 remaining here in the frame. Ramirez. Hesitation drive. Josh Lim. Sidestep block by Alfonso C. Another shot block brought to you by Exped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. Josh Lim will be called for the loose ball foul. Ball going back here to Auto-Gard. Here comes Miguel Lim. Guarded by Josh Lim. Screen offered by Joshua Chua to the corner. Kurt Chua for 3. Overcooked that one. Fight for the loose ball picked up here by Aaron Howe. Ramirez against Chua. Ramirez who finds Centeno. Kick out pass. Howe for 3. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer for Torch. Their third in the ball game. They are now ahead by 9. Lim to Solis. Back to Lim. Thinking 3 to Solis. Guarded by Aaron Howe. Solis down the middle. Lays it in. That is short. Rebound by Alfonso C. Bounce pass to Earl Solis. The one-hander doesn't work. Rebound by Kenzo Centeno. To save and go. To Josh Lim against Josh Chua. How? Another 3 offline. Rebound by Miguel Lim and another foul will be called against Josh Lim, his second of the ball game. Re-entering the ball game is Rafa Del Mundo. He replaces Savian Go. 44-35 count in favor of Torch. Here comes Miguel Lim. Screen by Chua. Lim to Earl Solis. Thinking 3. Ooh, and pass. Stolen away there by Yuan Ramirez for maroon shirts. In front of him, another block by Joshua Chua. Auto-Gard down the floor. Chua lays it in. He will score. Offense to defense for Joshua Chua. The fast break attack is brought to you by Celsius Energy Drink. Live fit. Foul number 3 against Cedric Tan. Ball back at the hands here of Torch. Josh Lim. Guarded by Miguel Lim. Rafa Del Mundo. Free throw line jumper. Goes in and out. Rebound by Joshua Chua. Here comes the maroon shirts. Chua against Ramirez. Twisting layup is no good. Battle for the loose ball. Ho-ho! Alfonso C was there for the putback, but he will miss. Rebound is secured here by Kenzo Centeno. 3-on-1 attack here for the gray shirt. Centeno. Drop pass. Josh Lim. No good. Centeno is there for the offensive board. Josh Lim will be fouled. The foul will be called. There's number 25. That is Cedric Tan. And that will be foul number 4. Against Cedric Tan. He will be replaced here by Kurt Chua. Josh Lim. 2 free throws. The first one is good. Increasing his output to 18.
with 5:09 remaining here in the third. Second free throw for Josh is also good. Leading all scorers with 19 in the ball game is Josh Lim. A 46-37 advantage for Torch. Miguel Lim asking for a clear out. He's guarded by Josh Lim to Joshua Chua. Goes cross court. Earl Solis against Del Mundo. Solis attacks middle. Twisting shot. No good. Rebound by Kenzo Centeno. Rebound number 10 for Centeno. Leading the charge. Centeno. Floater is good. Wow. 11-point advantage for Torch at the 4:33 mark of the third. Auto-Gard now with the possession. Lim with a crossover. Guarded by Josh Lim. Miguel Lim with a sidestep. One-hander. Doesn't work. Alfonso sees there for the putback. 4 points, 12 rebounds in the ballgame for Alfonso C. Josh Lim to Rafa Del Mundo. Jumper. That one bounces out. Rebound secured here by Joshua Chua. Auto-Gard now on the attack. Chua against Ramirez. And pass taken away here by Kenzo Centeno. Stepping on the gas. Centeno against Solis. Centeno forced up a shot. That is no good. Rebound by Miguel Lim. Forward to Joshua Chua. Guarded by Aaron Howe. Chua. Pass intended to Lim. Deflected by Aaron Howe. The ball will stay with Auto-Gard. They are down by 9. Chua to Lim against Howe. Lim to Kurt Chua. Attacking the elbow. Chua twisting layup is good. 9 points now in the contest for Kurt Chua. That will cut Torch's lead to 7. To Aaron Howe. Guarded by Solis. Pass is too strong. Another Torch turnover. Auto-Gard completes the steal. Miguel Lim slowing things down for the maroon shirts. Lim finds a gap. Lim will miss. Rebound picked up here by Josh Lim. Torch now with the leather. They don't need to rush. Lim will spin against Joshua Chua to Del Mundo. Aaron Howe. Open three. That is no good. Rebound by Joshua Chua. Auto-Gard now on the attack. Chua finds Kurt Chua. Fires a three. That is too strong. Rebound by Aaron Howe to a wide open Josh Lim. Easy too. 21 points now in the ball game for Josh Lim. A 9-point advantage for Torch with 2:44 remaining in the third. We have a timeout brought to you by Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products. We will be back. Two minutes and 44 remaining here in the third. Auto-Gard with the possession. They are down 50-41. Here comes Joshua Chua. Guarded by Save and Go. Screen by Solis. Chua. Free throw line jumper. Bottom. 14 in the ballgame for Joshua Chua. Torches lead down to 7. Here comes Yuan Ramirez. Guarded by Kurt Chua. Screen offered by Save and Go. Ramirez. Pull up 3. That is offline. Miguel Lim lets the ball sail out. Ball possession. Going back to Auto-Gard. 2 minutes and 10 remaining here in the third. Earl Solis with the leather. Setting up the offense for the maroon shirts. He finds Joshua Chua to Miguel Lim. Guarded by Savian Go. To Joshua Chua against Gubat. Jumper by Chua is no good. Rebound by Lim. Dribble between the legs. Lim against Solis from the baseline. Kick out pass to Ramirez. Guarded by Kurt Chua. Screen offered by Savian Go. Ramirez. Jumper. Doesn't work. Rebound by Savian Go. The putback. He will be fouled. The foul will be called against Alfonso C. His third of the ball game. As Savian Go heads back to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. The first attempt for Savian is good. 7 points in the contest for Savian Go. Reloading for the second. That one bounces out for Savian Go, but a lane violation will be called against Savian Go. Ball going back here to Auto-Gard. Our second ball game is coming up next at 1:30 p.m. We have Tapamama going up against Gold Cross. Here comes Joshua Chua, guarded by Josh Lim. Bounce pass to Earl Solis. To the corner, Miguel Lim for 3. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer for Miguel Lim. Cutting down Torches lead to 5. Ramirez, guarded by Chua. To Ramirez, attacking the elbow. Ramirez, fade away J off the glass. Count the basket plus the foul. Triple by opportunity for Juan Ramirez is brought to you by 10 Feet Vitamins. Taller every day. Kurt Chua at the stripe. Juan Ramirez rather at the stripe shooting. The bonus, he knocks it down. Here comes Joshua Chua with the leather. Torch ahead by 8. To Solis. He's open. To Joshua Chua, thinking 3. Decides to go to the middle scope layup. It's good. What a stretch by Joshua Chua. 30 seconds remaining here in the third. Lim with a crossover. Screened by Gubat. Lim. Now to Gubat. Back to Lim. Guarded by Miguel Lim. Josh Lim from the baseline. Oh, Miguel Lim coming up with the steal. Ball stopped out of bounds though. 11.8 seconds remaining in the third. Ball possession. Could be the final of the third. Going here to Auto-Gard. They are down 54-48. Inbound from the sideline by Miguel Lim. Joshua Chua looking at the clock. Down to 8 seconds here in the third. Chua to Lim with a pump fake. Lim, floater is good! Torches lead down to 4 at the end of the third. 54-50 scoreline in favor of Torch. This quarter break is brought to you by Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products. The final period of this ball game when we come back. Quarter number 4 between Torch and Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products. We started off the final period with Torch ahead 54-50. Here comes Joshua Chua, eyeball to eyeball. Against Save and Go. Chua finds an opening. Chua will miss. Rebound by Save and Go. Hands it over to Yuan Ramirez. Torch stepping on the gas to Josh Lim. Return pass to Ramirez. He gets a foul. The foul will be called against number 7. That is Earl Solis. As Yuan Ramirez heads to the free throw line for a pair. 6 of 7 in this ball game so far. Oh, for Ramirez. He misses though on the first. 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 block shots for Yuan Ramirez. He knocks down the second. Torches lead down to 3. Torches lead rather is ahead by 5 to Solis. Now with the leather. Guarded by Save and Go. Screen by C. Solis, twisting shot. He will miss. Rebound by Yuan Ramirez. Here comes the gray shirts on the attack. Ramirez against Stan. Ramirez with the basket. 57-50 lead for Torch as Joshua Chua sets up the offense for the maroon shirts. Chua to Lim. Open for a 3. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer by Miguel Lim. He has now 15 points in the ball game. Cutting down, Torches lead 57-53. Centeno, elbow, J, bottom! 8 points now in the contest for Kenzo Centeno. A 59-53 lead for Torch. Here comes Solis. Screen offered by Alfonso C. Solis to Gubat. Back to Solis. Solis will attack. He gets a foul of Kenzo Centeno. 8:25 remaining in the fourth as Earl Solis heads to the free throw line for a pair. Averaging 11 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 5.3 assists per ball game here in our tournament. He knocks down the first. 59-54 count in favor of Torch as Solis reloads for the second. That one is also good. 2 for 2 on the trip for Earl Solis. Torch lead down to 4. Here comes Ramirez. Screen by Save and Go. Solis waiting to defend. Solis now finds Josh Lim. Attacks the baseline. Sidestep. Shot is no good. Lim with offensive rebound. Kick out pass to Ramirez against Solis. Shot clock down to 10 for Torch. Ramirez. He will attack. Oh! Off balance J is good for Yuan Ramirez. 6-point advantage for Torch. Joshua Chua looking to attack. Dumps a pass to C. Return pass to Joshua Chua. The shot is no good. Rebound by Kenzo Centeno. Torch on the run. Centeno finds Save and Go. Guarded by Chua. Kicks it out to Yuan Ramirez. Pulls up for a 3. No good. Another rebound for Kenzo Centeno. Number 11 of the ball game. Miguel Lim comes up with a steal. Chased from behind by Aaron Howe. Lim will miss the lane though. Loose ball battle. The ball will stay with Auto-Gard. 7 minutes and 10 remaining here in the fourth. Baseline inbound play for the maroon shirt. Solis to Gubat to Lim. Guarded by Howe. Gubat for 3. Overcooks that one. Rebound by Yuan Ramirez. Guarded by Solis to Josh Lim. Sidestep. Collides with Joshua Chua. And a blocking foul will be called against Joshua Chua. Josh Lim at the stripe to shoot 2 free throws. 6:50 remaining here in the fourth. He misses though on the first. 21 points in the ball game so far for Josh Lim. Oh, for 2 on the trip. Rebound picked up here by Alfonso C. Hands it over to Earl Solis. To Miguel Lim against Ramirez. Ramirez trying to go cross court. Back to Solis. 10 seconds on that Auto-Gard shot clock. Solis from the middle. He will be fouled. The foul will be called against Steven Go. Just a sideline inbound play here for Auto-Gard. They are down 61-55. Joshua Chua to Solis. Screen offered by C. Solis. Now guarded by Steven Go. Solis to the corner. Joshua Chua with a pump fake. Kick out to Solis. Goes up for a three. That is no good. Loose ball battle picked up here by Aaron Howe. 6:05 remaining here in the fourth to Yuan Ramirez. His team is ahead by 6. Ramirez dumps a pass to Savian Go. He will be called for a traveling violation. That is turnover number 14 against Torch. Ball going back here to Auto-Gard. Down 61-55. Here comes Joshua Chua. Screen by Solis. Chua looking for a gap. Chua dives to the floor and a foul will be called against Save and Go as Rafa Del Mundo checks back into the ballgame, replacing Aaron Howe. Meanwhile, Coach Aaron Umlas reactivating Kurt Chua. He replaces Cedric Dan. Chua to Solis. Asking for a clear out. Solis with the leather. Ooh, pass deflected by Save and Go. Another steal here for Torch. Forward pitch to Ramirez with the fake. Ramirez will miss. Going for the putback. No good as well. But Josh Lim is there for the cleanup job. 23 now in the ball game. For Josh Lim, 8-point lead for Torch. As Joshua Chua fires a three, he will miss. Rebound by Rafa Del Mundo. Oh, a takeaway here by Miguel Lim. Lays it in. Bye-bye. 63-57 count in favor of Torch. To Josh Lim against Alfonso C. Carving space. Rafa Del Mundo, the one-hander is good. Del Mundo now. Oh, first 2 points of the ball game for Rafa Del Mundo, restoring an 8-point lead for Torch. Lim to Joshua Chua against Centeno. Chua, one-hander, trickles in. Joshua now with 18 in the ball game, together with 10 rebounds. Torch ahead by 6. Ramirez against Kurt Chua. Ramirez at the elbow. Finds Josh Lim. Goes baseline. Lim will dribble it to the baseline. That is a Torch turnover. Ball going back here to Auto-Gard. As we near the final 4 minutes of the fourth, here comes Joshua Chua. Directing traffic for the maroon shirts. Chua guarded by Go. Chua getting a screen from Earl Solis. Kurt Chua. Corner three. That is too strong. Rebound by Miguel Lim. Kick out pass. Joshua Chua. Shot fake. Draws closer. Lays it in. No good. Joshua Chua. Offensive board. The jumper falls in. 20 points now in the contest for Joshua Chua. Torches lead down to 4. A timeout is requested. This timeout is brought to you by Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products 3 and 34. Remaining in the fourth. We will be back. 3:30 remaining here in the fourth. Yuan Ramirez with the leather. His team is headed by 4. Guarded by Kurt Chua. Screened by Savian Go. Ramirez. Shovel pass. Josh Lim for 3. No good. Rebound by Miguel Lim. Auto-Gard. Inching closer. Chua. Open floor. Shot is gone. Ow. Torch's lead is down to 2. Here comes Josh Lim with the leather. What will Torch do in this possession? Lim to Savian Go. Attacks the elbow. Oh, block on top by Joshua Chua. The chop block is brought to you by X-Men Charcoal Soft Experience Quality. Aaron Howe back on the floor here for Torch, replacing Rafa Del Mundo. 9 seconds on the Torch shot clock. Savian Go. Tasked with an inbound. Looking for a friend. Finds Centeno. Fires a 3. No good. Ball is loose. The ball was touched last by Miguel Lim. The ball will go back to Torch with 14 on their shot clock. Go to Howe. Back to Savian Go. To Lim. Guarded by Solis. Screen offered by Centeno. To Ramirez. Driving middle. Ramirez carving space. The shot is no good. Rebound picked up here by Joshua Chua. Auto-Gard can tie or take the lead in this possession. Chua finds C to Kurt Chua. He will attack Kurt Chua with the lay-in. Overcooks that one though. Rebound by Ramirez. Torch looking to counter. Ramirez. Sidestep. Ramirez is fouled. The foul will be called against Miguel Lim. That is his 4th of the ball game. Ramirez returns to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. The first one for Ramirez is no good. Torch as a team shooting 16 of 24 from the free throw line as Ramirez reloads for the second. He misses again. Still a 2-point advantage for Torch. Here comes Solis. Asking for a handoff with Joshua Chua. That last 2-minute call by Kuya Anjo Pire is brought to you by Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products as Alfonso C. His short stab ties the ball game at 65. Here comes Lim to Centeno. Entry pass. Savian Go collides with Josh Chua. Savian Go gets a foul and earns himself a trip to the free throw line. Foul number 3 against Joshua Chua. Savian Go is back at the stripe for a pair of free throws. Free throw numbers 9 and 10 for Savian Go. He has gone 7. He has gone 5 of 8 from the free throw line. The first one for Savian is too strong. We're still deadlocked at 65. Savian reloads for the second. The second free throw for Go is too strong. 0 for 2 on the trip for Savian Go. Auto-Gard can grab the lead in this possession. Lim to Joshua Chua. Guarded by Ramirez. Getting a screen from C. Chua. Whoa! But a holding foul will be called against Savian Go. And Josh Lim is down on the floor. With 1:25 remaining in the fourth, we have an official's timeout. One minute and 25 remaining in the fourth. We are deadlocked at 65. But before this possession, a timeout is requested by Coach Aaron Umlas. This timeout is brought to you by Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products. The final 1 and 25 when we come back. Sideline inbound play here for Auto-Gard off a timeout. We are tied at 65. Chua finds C. Back to Chua. Now with Solis. Guarded by Howe. Joshua Chua. Pump fake. Jumper. Off the glass. It's gone! Howe! Auto-Gard ahead. 67-65. A timeout is requested by Coach Carl C. 1:15 remaining in the fourth. This timeout is brought to you by Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products. We will be back. One minute and 14 remaining here in the fourth. Torch suddenly down in this ball game. 67-65. Aaron Howe to Centeno. Now to Ramirez. Aaron Howe. Corner three. That is short. Rebound by C. Hands it over to Kurt Chua. They wisely slow things down. Joshua Chua with the leather. Getting a screen from C. Chua off a switch. He is now guarded by Save and Go. Shot clock down to 7. Joshua Chua to the corner. Solis for 3. That is offline. Rebound by Centeno. Hands it over to Juan Ramirez. He will be fouled. The foul will be called against number 7. That is Earl Solis. No team yet in the penalty. Just a sideline inbound play for Torch. The Gray Shirts are down by 2 with 32.2 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Ramirez finds Josh Lim. Return pass to Ramirez. Against Solis. Ramirez will lose control of the leather. Steal completed there by Joshua Chua. And a foul will be called against Aaron Howe. 21.4 seconds remaining in the fourth. To Joshua Chua. No choice there for Josh Lim but to give up the foul. Stopping the clock at the 19.5 second mark of the final period. 2 foul shots here for Joshua Chua. The first one is good. 68-65 lead for Auto-Gard. Can they complete the comeback? Chua, the second free throw, bounces out. Rebound secured by Juan Ramirez. Torch rushing down the floor. Ramirez for 3. No good on that one. Save and Go. Fighting for the rebound. But he steps out of bounds. The ball Josh Lim rather steps out of bounds. Ball possession. Pointing the way of Auto-Gard. 8.8 seconds remaining in the fourth. We have a timeout brought to you by Auto-Gard Premium Car Care Products. We will be back. 8.8 seconds remaining in the fourth. Auto-Gard needing a good inbound on this one. Solis, foul given up by Save and Go. Both teams in the penalty. That will send Earl Solis to the free throw line for the pair. Solis can put this one away with a free throw. 11.6 rebounds, 2 assists in the contest for Earl Solis. The first free throw is no good. Still a chance here for Torch. As Earl Solis, also a chance to put this one away. Solis, the second free throw. That one bounces in. 2 possession lead for Auto-Gard. Lim with the pickup. Aaron Howe for 3. That one rims out. Rebound by Miguel Lim. And will the free throw be given or not? The final score, it has been declared. It's a 69-65 come from behind victory for Auto-Gard over Torch. What a great ball game. An escape here by Joshua Chua, Miguel Lim, and the rest of Auto-Gard notching their second win of the tournament. They improved their record to 2-2. Meanwhile, Torch drops down to 1-2. This has been Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. Post-game interviews when we come back. We have here our best player of the ball game presented by 10 Feet Vitamins. Joshua Chua leading Auto-Gard to a 69-65 victory over Torch. Joshua finished with a double-double performance. 25 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, 6 blocks. We can build the house. No? Gano'ng karaming blocks. No? Una muna Joshua, down kayo ng 11 pero you were able to make a comeback. How were you able to complete that run lalo na sa fourth quarter?
Hindi lang po kami nagpawala ng kumpiyansa sa sarili namin at kinip lang po namin yung composure namin throughout the game.
Describe mo sa amin, match-up mo with Yuan Ramirez, a great scoring forward in the teens tournament.
Wala, magaling talaga eh. Magaling siya mag-create ng space. Pero tamang timing lang.
Again, in the upcoming ball games, ano pa may expect namin sa Auto-Gard and syempre kay Joshua Chua?
Mas exciting pa po yung magiging laro po namin at lalakas pa po yung chemistry namin.
Again, the game was streamed live over at the official YouTube page of the Stallion Cup. Anyone you want to greet and give a shoutout to? Syempre si Jello, malamang babatiin mo yan.
Unang-una po, thank you po kay Lord. Thank you po sa pamilya ko nanonood. Sa mga teammates ko, Sir Earl, tsaka si Miguel. Thank you po kay Mamang Papang, sa Mami at Daddy ko po. Thank you po.
Again, best player of the ball game presented by 10 Feet Vitamins, Joshua Chua, leading Auto-Gard to the 69-65 victory over Torch. When we come back, our second ball game, we have Tapa Mama going up against Gold Coast. You're still watching the 5th season of the Stallion Teams presented by 10 Feet Vitamins.